Shalom. First off, I want to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Raha Kwadash. Double honors unto the elders, apostles of Great Millstone, who taught me this truth. Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father, which the world ignorantly calls Jehovah, Yahweh, Yahuwah. Yahweh means He is, and Yahushai is the true name who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, Yeshua, and so on and so forth, right? But Yahushai is his true name, which means in the Paleo Hebrew, He saves. Now, this is a quick lesson, and the title of this video is Faith Without Works is Dead. So I'm going to jump straight to it in James chapter 2, verse 14. What doth it profit, my brethren, though a man may say he hath faith, and hath not works? Can faith save him? Plain and simple, straight to the point. This is for it cuts the belief that for those who say that they're saved as long as they have faith, if they believe. But as we can see here, that what doth it profit, my brethren, though a man say he hath faith and have not works? Can faith save him? You know? So I'm going to continue on reading. James chapter 2, verse 15. If a brother or sister be naked and destitute of daily food, and one of you say unto them, Depart in peace, be ye warmed and filled, notwithstanding ye give them not those things which are needful to the body, what doth it profit? Let me read this in the NLT, because sometimes it is hard for the new listeners to understand in the KJV. So, James chapter 2, verse 14. What good is it, dear brothers and sisters, if you say you have faith but don't show it by your actions? Can that kind of faith save anyone? Verse 15. Suppose you see a brother or sister who has no food or clothing, and you say goodbye and have a good day. Stay warm and eat well, but then you don't give that person any food or clothing. What good does that do? An example is that these Christians that would like to, not all of them, I'm not gonna lie, some of them do help, but these Christians that like to say that they're saved as long as they believe, they have no good deeds. A quick personal testimony that happened to me when I went to a certain restaurant in my hometown on a Sunday morning. These Christians were just got off of church and they were hungry, so they went to the same the same restaurant that I went to, Salakia. There was a man there asking for money, and I'm not saying this to boast about myself, but I didn't have nothing to give him. But I offered him to buy him something to eat. So he agreed and I went inside. But you have to understand, you have to know that I saw these people, the Christians, go in, walk past by him like nothing has happened, right? And when I was giving this man his meal, or they serve him his meal, these people continue eating. These are the same people that will say that that they're saved because they believe, yet they have no good deeds, is where I'm going at. So let me continue reading in James chapter 2, verse 19. Thou believest that there is one power, one God. Thou doest well. The devil also believes and tremble. In short breakdown for this, it's plain and simple how it is. Many believe that there's one power. Good job. Great job, Great job in doing that. Even devils also believe. But it is easy to believe, and it is hard to act upon the one you believe, to change your ways for the one you believe. That's a hard thing, to go against your flesh, to go against temptation. That's when your faith is being tested. Let me continue before I go sidetracked, James chapter 2, verse 20. But wilt thou know, O vain man, that faith without work is dead? Before I continue, I also want to bring out that how can they claim to be saved when the how can they say they're saved if they haven't gone through the ultimate test? So let me read Matthew chapter 24, verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. But he that shall endure unto the end. And what's coming? Jacob's trouble, the persecution, the mark of the beast. He that endures unto the end, the same shall be saved. Let me break down that word endure in the etymology. This is the word endure: to undergo or suffer, especially without breaking, also to continue in existence, make hard, harden, bear, tolerate, keep up, maintain, especially, let me reread this, to undergo or suffer, especially without breaking. Many of us, Lord willing, not us, but many will break when shit hits the fan. They will not endure to the end, and they will bend the knee. So how can they claim they're saved when we're still under captivity? How can they say they're saved when Yahushua hasn't returned? No one can claim they are saved if the hour of temptation hasn't happened. That's what I'm getting at. Only those who endure to the end will be saved. Plain and simple. Those who endure persecution, the temptation of the flesh. For example, if you can't go against your flesh in this grace period, what makes you think you're going to go against the hour of temptation? What makes you think you're going to go against the mark of the beast? Those who are well rooted in the truth, who will not bend the knee to the MOTB, those who endure the ultimate test, will be saved. We don't speak pridefully and say we are saved. We can only hope for. Truthfully, we can only hope for. And when we tell the Christians or any other believer that we hope you're saved, it bothers them that we do so. It happened to us in one of our camps. Well, a Christian didn't like that one of our brothers said that I hope we're saved. And it bothered him because they were trying to correct him or whatever he was trying to do, that you need to have confidence and say you're safe because you believe. That's not what it means, you know. So as we don't speak pridefully like they do and say we are saved. No, the Most High chooses. He chose the elect and the remnant few who will endure to the end. We call ourselves the hopeful elect because we hope Lord willing, we hope we are of the elect and the remnant few that will endure to the end. Philippians chapter 2. Let me continue on to the point. Philippians chapter 2, verse 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. And we work our salvation with fear. We go against our flesh, against our old sinful ways, against worshiping idols, false names, and athletes. When we were young, we worshiped these athletes. Those are idols too. We go against false doctrines, against pagan holidays, against eating defiled, unclean things. We not only have faith in believing in Him, but we also act upon it by going against the things that are not pleasing unto Him and do the things that are. You know? Those who claim they are saved by believing are the ones that are okay with sinning. We cannot claim we are saved because we believed in Him and still do wicked things. That's not how it works. Does not make sense. Lord willing, we remain faithful, loyal unto Him in the days of trouble, the days that are, quite frankly, coming, as we see all these manner of things that's going on over there in Iran. Man, it's exciting. It is exciting times for us because we want this shit to go and finish already. Let me continue on in Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. We believe in the Most High. I believe in the Most High. I haven't seen him, but I have faith in him. That's faith. We believe that Yahweh Shai will return, even though I haven't seen him, but I believe in him. But what should I do while he's not here? While I'm in the grace period? I should work my own salvation through fear and tremble. Working my own salvation is giving my body a living sacrifice and doing the will of the Father. Or Lord willing, that's my next lesson. Giving up our bodies as a living sacrifice. If we work on it, that's why this truth was freely given unto me, so I freely give it, and I feed the sheep when I go on the highways and byways with the brother. Lord willing, I do more videos because I know I have to get that habit in doing it. But off camera also, we must walk according to his will by studying, praying, reading, going against lust, not defiling our bodies with unclean things or drugs or stuff like that, you know. Through this grace period, taking advantage of it and not abusing it, as some like to do. So Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Let me jump to verse 7 because this is my point. We have to remember Noah. Hebrews chapter 11 verse 7. By faith Noah, being warned of the Most High of things not seen, as yet moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by the which he condemned the world and became heir of the righteous which is by faith. Now Noah was told by the Lord to build an ark. He warned him, he believed in the warning of the Father and obeyed his instructions, obeyed his commands. Even though he hadn't seen rain, he didn't question the Father, but obeyed. His work wasn't in vain though. The ark was finished, his family was safe, judgment came. He heard the warning, he obeyed, he did not question, he was delivered. Noah didn't only just say he believes also. We gotta understand that. He acted upon it. Just like us, when we first were introduced, the Water Yahweh and Yoshai for introducing this truth through his men, his prophets, his voice. We hear the warnings of the prophets. We're not obeying the prophets. We're obeying the Most High. Because the words that the prophets are speaking are not their own words, but the word of the Most High. Therefore, we also have to remember and remind the new listener or those that scoff and mock that they're not going against us, but they're going against the Most High. So we're not going to be like men. I'm not going to mock Noah. I'm not going to tell him you're crazy. It's rain? Shit, what is rain? So the prophets nowadays, it wouldn't be wise for you to mock them and say, chariots, UFOs, you crazy. You don't mock them. Because remember, these men study, these men read the Bible. They understand these things. And I hope I grow into that habit like they did, Because I'm new to this. Not that new, but I am new. And I compared myself to how I was till now. And when I was a Christian, I was ignorant and I did not know the word. All these scriptures that the prophets and the elders of Great Millstone has taught me, even the brothers that are above me in my camp, they know more than the preachers that say that we are saved as long as we believed. Doesn't matter what you do. The Most High does not care because he loves you. Where is that in the scripture? So remembering Noah. Back to my point so I won't go off. Noah didn't only believe and he also acted upon it, right? Let's go to James 2, chapter 20. James chapter 2, verse 20. So like, but wilt thou know, O vain man, that faith without works is dead? Plain and simple. Straight to the gutter. Let me go to... I'm going to read the next following chapters in verses in the NLT. This is James chapter 2, verse 21. Remembering Abraham. Don't you remember that our ancestor Abraham was shown to be right with the Most High by his actions when he offered his son Isaac on the altar? You see, his faith and his actions worked together. His actions made his faith complete. And so it happened, just as the scriptures say, Abraham believed the Most High, and the Most High counted him as righteous because of his faith. He was even called the friend of the Most High. So we got to remember Abraham, the father of faith. The faith plus his actions worked together. It made his faith complete, as it says in verse 22. And in verse 23, the Most High counted him righteous. The Most High didn't only count him righteous because of his faith alone. Because remember, even though it says right here in the verse 23, the Most High counted him righteous because of his faith. Don't forget verse 22. You see, his faith and his actions work together. His actions made his faith complete. So faith without works is dead, plain and simple. So those who claim to be saved and not act upon changing their ways are being fooled and are fooling you if you believe in this. You cannot be saved if you believe while you still sin. So I'm going to end it in verse James chapter 2, verse 26. Just as the body is dead without breath, so also faith is dead without good works. Plain and simple. It's a short video. If we're willing, it was edifying. Just straight to the point. So, shalom.